guys, today's video is my 2016 best of beauty products. So I'm doing mine a little bit differently to how I've seen others do theirs. Mine is not just makeup. I'm going to be including skincare, some gadgets, self-tanners, nail polishes, everything that you can think of that is involved with sort of beauty that you put on your body to make yourself feel amazing. So if you guys are interested in seeing my 2016 beauty favorites roundup, then just simply keep on watching and I'll get right on into it. So one of my all-time favorite beauty products ever, every year it's going to be a staple in my beauty regime, is the Loving Tan 2-Hour Express Deluxe Bronzing Mousse. And in 2016, Loving Tan released their tanning formulation in the 200ml bottles. So if you're a weekly ritual fake tanner like I am, then these bottles are a must-have because they are much bigger in size and you get a lot more applications out of it, obviously, so saves you having to purchase it as regularly. I do have a coupon code for Loving Tan, so I'll put it on the screen, so if you use that at checkout you can get a free tanning mitt with any purchase. Next up, my favorite gadget would have to be the Sigma Dry and Shape Spa. So if you're a bit like me and you sort of religiously use like 10 or 20 different makeup brushes, I tend to wash those once a week, and this little gadget is just an absolute lifesaver. I love the fact that not only does it look nice, but it helps to dry my brushes and keep them all nice and compact. So before having this baby, I would just wash them and then lay them out on my dining table on a towel. And if you guys know me, or like you've seen my house tour video or anything, you would know I'm a bit of a neat freak and I have a very sort of white, clean house, and I like to keep it that way. So being able to store my brushes after washing them and drying them in this baby and keeping it also compact is actually amazing, and I actually really like how it looks when it's all loaded up with brushes. So I just sit it on that set of drawers behind me when they're drying, and like it doesn't even look bad. Like it doesn't look like mess. It looks cute, and it's just super practical. The actual middle part of the barrel, which is the washing section where you scrub your brushes, is just incredible. I find it really helps to deep clean my brushes, in particular my foundation brushes. I was having a hard time doing that with just my hands, so this baby is definitely helping to keep my brushes super duper clean. And I do have a Sigma code as well. I'll link that on the screen for you guys, and it'll get 10% off your orders if you do decide to use it, and all my links and codes are always in the description box too. Then if you guys follow me on Snapchat, you would see me wear this mask nearly every single week. It is the Glam Glow Super Mud Clearing Treatment, and this is the one that you put on, and it's like a clay mask, and it dries, and as it dries it sucks all the gunk out of your pores, and oh my gosh, it is so good. If you guys have seen my snaps, you would know I always do close-ups of how much stuff it sucks out of my pores, because it is insane how much gunk it gets out of your face, and afterwards I always feel so much smoother and softer. Like I can really tell that it has pulled out a lot of stuff that might have been congested in my pores that wouldn't have come out otherwise. So when it comes to skincare, I found a few products that have really helped me out in the last few months. So I have very complicated skin. In winter I find it becomes very dehydrated and I need super hydration in my skin, and then in summer I find that it's a very sort of combination. Like the bottom half of my face remains quite dry, but then my forehead is incredibly oily. So two products I've discovered recently that have really been helping to control my oil and also my acne is the Garnier Pure Active Micellar Cleansing Water, and this is for oily combination skin prone to imperfections, which is exactly what my skin is like at the moment. And I definitely feel like this, in conjunction with the Real You Control Face Gel, is really helping to keep my oil in check and also my acne. I feel like before I started using both these products, I was having a lot of dramas with getting a super oily forehead throughout the day, and like it still gets oily, like a little bit oily, but not as bad as what it had been. And I'm just obsessed with them. Real You also has cleansers and a moisturizer. Now lots of you guys always ask about my nail polish, and in 2016 I discovered the Infinite Shine range by OPI. So in the range you get a base coat, a top coat, and also you can pick the color. So it's a 3-step nail polish application process, and it is hands down my favorite formulation of nail polish. I don't mind that it's 3 steps. It's beautiful and it looks incredible and it wears really well. So my favorite shade, which is a shade I have on my nails today, is called You Can Count on It, and it's just a really beautiful pinky nude shade. In 2016 I was so lucky to spend a bunch of time with Benefit Cosmetics. They are such an amazing brand, and They taught me how to do my brows. Hannah from Benefit gave me like a one-on-one lesson on how to fill them out and also some awesome tips on how to use their brow. Now, I had never really enjoyed pomades or anything other than brow pencils prior to actually sitting down with Hannah and talking about it and her showing me how to use it and everything. I never really even used to fill in my brows, and oh my gosh, it makes such a difference. If you guys don't do your brows, as much as yes, it is another step in your makeup application, it just really changes how your face looks. So I've been loving the Brow in shade 3, and what I love about this formulation is it's not a super duper creamy formulation. So I've tried like the Chi pomade, for example, and it was just so creamy that I found it a little bit hard to work with. Now, I have seen some people say that they find this way too drying, and if that's the case, all you need to do is put like a little bit of a beauty oil in it. So like 1 drop of the Tarte Marajuka oil, for example, will help to cream it up a little bit, and I have done that once with this pot because with any pomades, they sort of do dry out over time. And a little tip, when you're actually using the wand that comes with the brow, actually attach the brush to the lid and hold the lid like so. It gives you a little bit more length on the actual applicator, because I have seen some people saying they find the little brush too short. So if that's the case, just attach it to the lid as well and use it like so, and it's amazing. But Benefit like killed it with their brow products. Honestly, they only launched in Australia this year in July, I think it was. So we were a little bit late behind places like the US and everything, but better late than never, because it is all amazing. And then there are 2 eyeshadow palettes that really spoke volumes to me this year, and the first one is the Manny and Makeup Geek palette collaboration. I believe this is currently in stock. They've brought it back one last time and then it's going to be gone forever. This palette is so incredible. I love the shades in it and I use it all the time. If in doubt, this is the palette I reach for. The shimmers and the foiled shades in it are just absolutely insanely beautiful, and the color combination is just so pretty, and it's just my all-time favorite palette. I think if I had to pick one eyeshadow palette that I could use for the rest of my life, it would be the Manny and Makeup Geek collaboration palette. It is just so beautiful, and if you haven't got it yet, I would highly recommend picking it up. It's also a great way, if you've never tried Makeup Geek shadows, to sort of get an idea of what they're like. Their foiled shadows are literally the most amazing thing you would ever try in your entire life. I love their foiled shadows the most. They're incredible. So yeah, the Manny and Makeup Geek palette is bae. And then a super close second is actually the Kylie Cosmetics Burgundy eyeshadow palette, which is what I have on my eyes today. This palette is just so beautiful, and I think what really blows me away is this sort of coppery shade, which is what I've got all over my lids. It is one of the prettiest, most beautiful foiled shadows I've ever seen in my life, and it is very similar in formulation to the Makeup Geek foiled shadows. And then just a combination of these matte shades, it is just flawless, and I love it so very much. I actually am surprised how much I love it. When I ordered it, I wasn't expecting to really enjoy this color palette as much, because these really aren't shades that I gravitate towards, and I've found myself continuously reaching for this ever since I've owned it. It is just so beautiful, and I love it. If you're going to buy any of her palettes, this is the one I would recommend. I haven't obviously tried the brand new peach one that just came out yesterday, which I think I'm going to pass on because I already have the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and I just don't think I need the Kylie Cosmetics one as well. One of my all-time favorite foundations of 2016 is definitely the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. Now, I do have this in the wrong shade. I do actually have it on my face today, but I had to mix it with one of my other darker foundations. But the formulation of this is so beautiful. It is super duper full coverage, and if you are oily like I am, this baby is life, because it just stays put so beautifully on your face and it looks like totally airbrushed. You don't need much product at all, and you get just a seamless coverage, and I am obsessed. I have super sort of pigmented, blotchy sort of skin, and then I get the odd breakouts around my jaw and everything like that. So this really helps to cover everything, and I feel incredibly flawless when I have it on my face. I just love it, and I just need to get it in my right shade so I can stop mixing it. But in saying that, it does mix really well with Becca's Luminous foundation. I think that's what it's called. Hang on, I've got it right behind me. I won't be lazy. Let me get it out. So I got the shade 3.25 in the Urban Decay All Nighter, and it's just way too light for me when I'm fake tanned. And then I've got the Becca Aqua Luminous foundation in the shade beige, and when I mix one pump of this with 2 pumps of this, it's like the perfect color, and it actually makes a really nice formulation as well. So I don't mind mixing them. I would just like this in the right shade as well, but yeah, I'm obsessed. I love it. And then next up I have to talk about 2 primers that have literally changed my foundation game. So I've got the Too Faced Hangover X primer and also the Benefit Professional Matte Rescue Primer. So I apply this on my forehead and down my nose, and I apply this one all around the bottom of my face because, as I was saying, I'm quite combination. So I find the Too Faced one just gives my skin a really beautiful soft feel, so my foundation literally glides over the top. And then the Benefit Professional Matte Rescue just helps to really keep my forehead not so oily throughout the day. I definitely notice a big difference when I'm not using it. So I love both of these primers. They have just changed my base game. 2016, the Mineralized Skin Finish in shade Light was literal bae for my under eyes. I cannot live without this powder anymore. I bought this based off the recommendation of Steph Bailey, and she hooked me up because this powder is absolute perfection for under your eyes, and I even ended up buying it in the medium shade for my all over face setting, and it is just beautiful. It makes your skin look so much more flawless and airbrush when you just set your face with it and set your under eyes with it. I like it because it doesn't dull down my under eyes. I find if I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder under my eyes, it creases really bad and it makes them look very dehydrated, and it also darkens them, whilst this helps to keep my under eye highlight looking bright. And I like to use it to set usually my forehead and my chin as well, just so I can have that contrast of sort of highlight and lowlights on my face. I just love it. The Mineralized Skin Finish formulation is just so beautiful, and I couldn't have lived without it in 2016. It was definitely one of my all-time favorite products. I discovered the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer in 2016, and this bronzer is literal life. Ever since I got my hands on it back in July, I have not been able to stop using it. This product is incredible. I love it so much. It is this absolute perfect shade for contouring or bronzing. You can literally you can literally use it for either. It's not too warm tone and it's not too cool tone. I actually picked one of these out for both my mum, my sister, and my sister-in-law, all for Christmas, and every single one of them absolutely love it. So my mum is 60, my sister is 29? I think my sister's 29, and then my sister-in-law is a year younger than me, so she is 26, and we all love it. So literally it doesn't matter what age you are, this product is gonna work for you and work on your skin, and it's just smells so good. Chop it off too. Smells like chocolate, obviously, and it is just another one of my all-time favorite products. I'm going to love this forever, but in 2016 is when I actually discovered it. And then lastly, I'm going to finish the video on my 2 favorite lip products. So the first one has to be Kylie's So Cute lip gloss. So I am a big lip gloss lover. I prefer lip gloss over lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, and any other sort of form of lip product. Lip glosses are definitely my favorite, and So Cute is the most perfect neutral lip gloss shade. It is just absolutely beautiful, and I'm so obsessed with it, and the second I tried it I knew I would love it forever and always. And Kylie Cosmetics just killed it in 2016. Like, you can't deny that she released a lot of fire products. She released some dud products too, but still, nonetheless, she released a lot of fire. So I absolutely love the So Cute gloss. And then, although this was a super late addition to 2016, the MAC and Mariah collaboration lipsticks and the one in the shade Darling is literal goals. It is the most perfect pinky nude shade ever, and I died when I saw it. It is my ultimate shade in a lipstick. It is just perfection. I can't even handle the packaging. It literally slays my life. The color of it is so beautiful, and I just love wearing it. I actually bought 2 of these because I was like, girl, I need a backup of that shade because, oh my gosh, it is beautiful. I just love it so much. It's just my perfect pinky nude. Perfect. Perfect. And just quickly to round up my 2016 beauty favorites, I wanted to give an honorable mention to Vanity Collections. Now, I did a full video on some of their acrylic storage, and honestly guys, Their products are incredible. They are so beautiful, and her products have helped to really set my makeup organization up just ever so perfectly. You'll be able to see behind me on the top of my Alex 9 drawers, I have a palette holder that is from Vanity Collections. This beautiful makeup stand is from Vanity Collections. This brush holder is from Vanity Collections. All of my drawers are filled with Vanity Collections drawer inserts, so I will show you guys some pictures of those. But honestly, her acrylic storage is just amazing, and what's super exciting is Sharon, who is the owner, is another fellow Australian, and like I keep saying, I really do love supporting Australian businesses. She makes all sizes of acrylic storage, but what I love is a lot of it is specifically aimed towards the IKEA Alex drawers. So if you have IKEA Alex drawers for makeup storage, definitely check out her site, and even if you don't, they have various other makeup storage options that'll help fit any sort of drawer size, any sort of desk space or tabletop space. They just have it all. So definitely check out Vanity Collections. That was one of my most favorite discoveries of 2016. So guys, that is it for my 2016 best of beauty products. I probably have more I could have showed you guys, but these are the things that really stood out to me that were just my all-time go-to favorite products of the year. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave me some comments, or if you share any favorite products, let me know as well. And of course, if you're a new face, welcome, and please do subscribe before you go, and I'll be talking to you really soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.